get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with it.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. So that one will be accepted.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Down. 15 line. 15 line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And Owen coughed it up. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
To throw on third down, Costello. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 20. Stafford. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Show it up, show it up. Switch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
You better talk to your boy.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Now Stafford. And able to find Conley. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Set. Blue 60.
Squeeze, double. Check 31. Check your hot read. Check nickel. Shift.
59.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey. Hey, Haywood.
Mike, 58, right?
The ball. Go.
2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
We got this.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
Let's go now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Hey, exit. 2.
From the gun, Costello. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Ready.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Ready.
Off play action, Costello. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
You ain't doing nothing.
Off the play fake. Costello. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Leo. Snap.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense for the rest of the drive.
Ready? 18, Gator.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Watch the eye.
Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, zoom.
Slam. Check 37.
Look, squeeze. Spike.
To throw on second down. Costello, he sets to fire deep. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Ready?
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Sam off.
Watch the screen.
Hey, orbit.
Operating from the gun, Costello. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Set, 180.
Come on, D. Tie that left. Hey, 4 down. Shift.
53, ready.
Shift. Hey, watch the shift.
10.
Check 99.
Let's go, come on, man. Shot.
From the 24, Stafford. He's got the hook up with Conley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, it's Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Yellow lady.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Shift. Check 52.
Omaha, ready, move.
Get wide. Check.
Omaha, ready, move.
No.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Set. Ready.
Watch tight. Tight end right. 4 down. Hey, alert 3. Bang. Hey, watch that. Check 3.
Hey.
We got motion. Back up. No.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I love the way you described it. Not ideal, but
he's got a man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. Terry McLaurin, 82 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well-organized, well-coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Complete. It's Johnson.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Jam. Watch twist.
Big 20.
Tighten up.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Easy, alert.
7.
On 2nd and 9. Stafford caught here by Conley. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
You don't want no crap from me.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check 4. Check
10.
Check. Crunch. 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 Switch.
Sit on.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 9. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, 22.
Watch out. 36.
Alert.
Check. Fresno. Alert.
Hurry.
Alert 3.
They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop.
Kill. Check. Hey, switch gears. Set team. Blue down.
On 2nd and 12. Stafford into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Every time, fellas. I'm score.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Rosas to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Next to score, 17. Lions 3. Albert Rosas to kick off for the Giants.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Play the wheel. Let go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Set. Get a 20.
Yeah.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson, and he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
250.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
You.
Hey, 50.
He's checking. Crash.
Stafford on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
First connection on the Jones there. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Back. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Under 10.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch that. Be good.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And I thought the boost the defense gave them, going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Pilot, 64, reach. Go.
Throwing again. Costello. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week, as he's got a 1st down as well. On 1st down, Costello. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Costello. He's going to go for a big play now. And got his man complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
On 1st and 10, Costello. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now it's Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Shift.
59! 59! Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Caught by Jones. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. The Chargers have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
Stay 50, stay 50.
14. It's our time.
Throwing again is Stafford. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, any time, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Deuce. Shit.
Check 13. Check 13.
Switch.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. But he's taken down inside the 30. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Shift. Watch the shift. Joker.
Double right.
SOS.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Kill. Check.
The give to Taylor. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Check 31.
To Johnson again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 14. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Check it out, read. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. And middle, middle, middle.
Greystone, travel.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand.
Ready to break.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go to Barkley again. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 7 yards there and a first down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3.
They'll try to right side here. Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Check down.
Off-play action. Costello. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Costello. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He's coming, double up. 32. Slam, slam, slam. Check 37, check 37. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Go, go. Monday. Watch the shit.
On the ground, this is Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, blue 60. Watch one. Check. He's crashing. Alert. Shoot.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. And
brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
No. Hey, alert 3. Bang. Easy, alert. Bang. Hey, watch this.
Taylor. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
No. Off. Shift. Jam.
And Stafford's going to take it himself. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. 2nd and inches go right to the quarterback's neck. Normally, that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call.
You don't like that?
That's just because they didn't get it, though. Hindsight's 20/20.
20/20 and never defeated.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown.
Tighten up. Check. Lucky.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
At the 21-yard line.
Got it.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Let's go. Switch. Check 24.
Yeah. Get it.
They'll run it again with Barkley. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming. Gonna give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
second down. Here's Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On third down, Barkley. And he will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, Costello. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end.